Hey, this is True. Listen up. I was reading an article on, actually listened to a video on YouTube concerning that 10-year-old that shot his mom back, I believe, in November in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, over a virtual reality goggle set. And he shot his mom and killed her. He was 10 then, now he's 11, and they want to try him as an adult. Every time. Every time I see something like this, it really hurt me. It hurt me to the core. And I really can't understand the heart of man. A lot of those comments, the majority, when I say the majority, it was like maybe other than my comment that said that that's wrong, it was one other one. And I think I read like 20, 25, 30, about 25, 30 posts. It was just me and one other person said that was wrong, that they should not charge that boy like that. But everybody else was, that's good. He knew how to turn off the alarm. He knew what he was doing. Yes, he knew what he was doing. He sure did. You know why he knew what he was doing? Because he sit in front of that game. When he's not at school or at church, he's sitting in front of a game that's teaching him how to shoot, that's teaching him how to turn off alarms, that's teaching them how to go in houses to steal. And when you go in a house to steal or kill somebody on them games, you turn off the alarm. Yes, these games are teaching these kids these things. Now, my question to you is this. Who teaching the children the values, the morals, and the standards of life? Who? Nobody. Nobody. Why do I say that? Well, the government took the dad out the home years ago. And men still ain't recovered from that. They still refuse to come home and take care of their families like they should, the majority of them. The mothers, they came along in the late 70s, early 80s, and decided to pull the mothers out the home, telling them, well, you come on and go to work and take care of you and your family. You don't need that man. Taught the woman how to work. Now we're in 2023, 25th century. And you know what? Now the mamas don't care about being at home. The daddies don't care about being out of home. The kids at home alone. All they are seeing is that which they see when they're sitting in front of the game, when they're sitting in front of the TV. That is all they are being taught. What goes in your eyes and ears, that is what your heart pick up, your spirit and your soul pick up. And if you're not teaching these children the right thing, they don't know the right thing. We are the adults. We are the adults. We're supposed to be teaching these children the right thing. And then you had some saying, well, they go to daycare and daycare teach them. No, daycare don't. No, they don't. I worked at a daycare for several years, and one of the most prestigious daycares. Okay, no, they don't teach them anything. They may pick up a book and read to the kid, but they don't teach them the life values. No, those kids come in after school, get them a snack. When it's time for dinner, they eat dinner, and they out playing, doing whatever until it's time for them to lay down and go to sleep, unless their parents come and get them. No, daycare is not teaching them values, morals, and standards. And another thing, in order for you to learn that life have consequences, you got to chastise that child. And parents don't play about their children and don't want child care, and don't even want grandmama hitting them. Don't even want grandmama hitting them. So you know child care ain't chastising no child. So how are they learning? And then y'all want to lash out at the children and want to whoop them and punish them, put them behind bars, put them on death row. Children, those which we are commissioned to teach. Those whom the adults are commissioned to teach. Y'all want to put them on death row. Y'all want to lock them behind bars. But yet still they're babies. And they don't know no more than what we teach them. When they come into this world, they come into this world with a blank mind, not knowing nothing. The only thing they learn is that which is around them. And if these children are killing, that's because that's all they're being taught. That's all they're being taught. Yes, they know how to turn off the alarm. Yes, they know how to pry open a door. Yes, they know how to steal cars. Yes, they know how to pull a trigger. Yes, they know how to load guns. Yes, they know how to beat you to death with a hammer, a bat, or whatever. Yes, they know these things because these are the games that our government is allowing, that our parents is buying, that our distributors are creating. This is what the children are learning. So, is it really their fault that they're killing people? Nope. Nope. When it comes down to chastising kids, they try to stop that too. Chastising kids, that's the only way they learn that there's a consequence for everything that you do. There's a reaction to every action that you do. The Bible tells us to beat them many times over. You surely won't kill them. He didn't say abuse them. He said beat them. Whoop that ass. Whoop that ass. Teach them that every time you mess up, you got to pay a consequence. And then the way our children are today, they're so soft. If they put paddling back into school, see, when we was going to school my age, oh, you mess up, he had once, you do something, you get one swat. You do something else, you get two swats. And you get three, you go all the way up to 10 swats. 10 swats. The way these children built today, one swat will do them. They'll never mess up again in their life. Guaranteed. Put paddling back in the school and see how quick they straighten up. Put it in there. Just one man that's got a little power behind that little whack, one swat. It never mess up again in school. Ever. Probably won't mess up in life. Because they will understand when you mess up, this is what you got coming. But we want to treat them all so soft and so ever so gently. When you look back during the time I was brought up, you had kids fighting. That was the biggest problem, fighting. And Lord behold, you might find somebody get cut. Now that was like very, very rare. But it would happen. It would happen, but it was very rare. But you ain't seen nobody too much getting shot by no child or no teenager, no youth. Very seldom that happened. But today it happened almost every day. And that is because we are not teaching the children that which we're supposed to. We are neglecting the children and then want to place the blame on them. Don't y'all know y'all going to be charged with that by God when it's all said and done? And a lot of y'all don't want to believe in God. But when that day comes, y'all going to be charged by God for that. Y'all need to understand you're hurting his little ones. You neglected them. You ain't nobody at home to teach them. Mama's supposed to stay at home and taught the kids all along. But he gave us grace and let us go to work. Now we need to come back home. You refuse to leave that money alone and come home until it hit your house. And then it'll be too late because it's going to hit you. It's too late. Our government want to try the kids and lock them up and kill them. The people want to try the kids and lock them up and kill them. And when we have been commissioned to teach them and raise them ourselves. And yet we are ready and willing to throw them away. Do that make sense to you? Because it damn sure don't make sense to me. You know, it don't make sense to me. To see how eager people are willing and ready to lock a kid up, to kill a kid, to abuse a kid, when we, the adults, is the ones that's in fault. We're the ones in that fault. That's our fault, not the children. It ain't the children's fault. They can't do no more than what they taught. They can't do no more than what they taught. When you go to a job and you've never done that job before, you can't do that job until you've been taught it. Now, once you taught it, then you can do the job. It's the same thing with life. Again, when these kids are born as a baby, they have blank minds. They don't know nothing until you teach them. They pick up on things they see and hear. This is how they learn. And if you put them in front of a TV with these games that's teaching them about murder, murder, kill, kill, and give them this music that's talking about murder, murder, kill, kill, this is what they're going to know. And you ain't teaching them nothing about love and compassion, understanding, self-control, self-value, self-worth, compassion on the next man. If you ain't teaching them these things, they're not going to know it. So how do you expect for them to know how to do right? And you mothers can say all the time, well, I'm teaching my kids. No, you're not. You ain't got time to teach them. If you're working an 8-hour job, when you get home, you're too tired to do anything besides maybe cook. And then on the weekend when you're off, you want to get the cleaning in. You want to do this. You got to go shopping. You got to take care of all the bills. You got to do all that stuff. No, you ain't got time to teach these children the things about life. And you damn sure ain't teaching them about God. And that's another thing. The woman and the child went to church. Faithfully, from what I understand, saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. How can you go to a church and they say sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and ain't nobody seen that demon on that baby? Nobody. Ain't nobody had the discernment to see that demon on that baby. Ain't none of the mothers or daddies up in that church had enough sense to start praying for that baby and lay hands on that baby to pull that spirit out. Nobody. And y'all want to blame it on the kid. I'm telling y'all now, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. And not just that kid. All other kids y'all done locked up, that's coming back on you. That is coming back on you. Each and every person that have ever thought that it was okay to lock up a kid. Nope. It's coming back on you. It ain't okay. It never have been okay. Them kids don't know no more than what we teach them. And if all they doing is killing, and they don't seem like they got no compassion, that's because that's what they were taught. Well, that's all I came on here to say, y'all. I just want to get that off my chest because it has really been like on my heart to really talk to y'all about this, especially when I read it and I left a really long, lengthy understanding about how I felt about what them people were saying. You know, we as the parents are commissioned, especially the mama, is commissioned to teach these children about God and about life and to teach them how to love themselves and love others and have self-control and value life. It's the mother's job to do that. The police, you are supposed to help teach them how to live right by the law of the world. You're supposed to help teach them to do that. Okay, but y'all so quick to kill them. Y'all so quick to kill a kid. I don't care if he 8, 9 years old. And he come out running out there with a knife. Instead of y'all saying, hold up, wait a minute, little man, hold up. And you mean tell me y'all grown men can't grab a little boy, come wielding a knife and tackle that baby? You know, y'all rather shoot him. You rather shoot him. Happens all the time. And that's not right. Doctors, you're supposed to have some kind of moral compass where you can tell that a child is going through something that they shouldn't be going through. You're supposed to have some kind of moral compass about that. If you're taking the time to get to know your patient, especially these children. If the doctors did it when I was a kid, they're supposed to be able to do it today. We're supposed to be advanced now. We're supposed to be done went above and beyond what we did yesterday. We're supposed to be better now, right? At least that's what y'all say. Y'all want to let go of the old and bring in the new. But the old, them doctors back in the day be like, something ain't right with you. Miss Saunders, can you step out the room so I can talk to your daughter alone? Now, what's going on? Tell me. I'm not going to tell her. Just tell me. And then someone be like, wait a minute, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to tell her, depending on what it is. What's going on? And you doctors today, y'all care less. Y'all just want to get them in, get them out so you get that dollar. Teachers, y'all damn so supposed to know better. Y'all supposed to know y'all students like y'all know yourselves. But you don't. You don't. You're supposed to be able to look at a kid and see that there's something not right. The eyes is the window to a soul, especially a kid. A kid gonna love you anyway. But that kid eyes tells it all. It tells it all. But y'all not even paying attention. Ain't nobody paying attention to the children. And then when they mess up, y'all quick to, When they mess up, y'all quick to want to lock them up, kill them. When every adult around a child is supposed to be able to help raise them. That saying, it takes a village to raise a child, that is not just a saying, that is the way of life. But instead, everybody won't say it's the kid's fault, when the kid has absolutely no part of the blame of how that kid ended up. It's every adult that was around that kid when it was coming up. 10 years old, shot his mama in her face and killed her over some gargles. Y'all know that baby don't know. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know what he was doing. But y'all want to charge him as an adult and say that he knew exactly what he was doing. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And them other kids, 8, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, y'all want to holler they knew 10, 11, 12. They knew. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Who taught them? Well, you could tell me who taught them better, then I relax. But you can't tell me who taught them. Everybody too busy. Who taught them? Hey. Well, y'all, that's all I came on here to say. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a blessed day. And think about what I said before y'all be so quick to want to lock these children up and get rid of these kids and kill these kids. Those children's lives is in our hands. Not just the mom and daddy, but every adult in this world. Them lives are in our hands. We're supposed to teach those children. But mama and daddy, that don't get you off the hook, because you're the ones, and y'all the ones in the forefront. Especially mama. Daddy supposed to be out there making the money, and mama's supposed to be in the house raising these kids and teaching them and nurturing them and loving them and feeding them. Man, when I was a kid, before my mom died, she died when I was 10 years old. But before she died, baby, when she got in that kitchen and cooked, that you could taste the love in that food. When I raised my 6 and all the kids in my neighborhood, when I got in that kitchen to cook, they could taste the love in that food. I used to take cookies and cakes to the school every day. They come, Mama True, you got some cookies today or cake? Oh, I got some cupcakes today. Oh, I want one. My neighbor be in my kid class. Why? Because they could taste the love in those goodies. That's the way it's supposed to be today. That's what it's supposed to be today. But instead, everybody don't have time for the children. Think about what I said. And God is frowning on y'all every time y'all lock a kid up and put them on death row or lock them up for all these years. God frowning on y'all because y'all wrong. Okay? Love y'all with the love of Christ. Peace till next time. Stay blessed.